But let's push on to personalization in the visitor object. Okay, and to do that, let's go ahead and make a new page in our system here. So I'm going to go to DNG and I'm going to create one more new page, and that is going to be a personalization page. And save and publish. Throw a new widget on the page. Simple widget. Add widget. Simple widget. Create a new one. I'm just going to call this Dean's personalization widget. And I'm just going to type visitor and then $sign visitor. That's it. Break. And then you can actually, if you remember, just to throw another system variable on there that comes in handy quite a bit. And just save and publish. So throw that over there, I'm sure, but quite easy. And save and publish, and then we're going to get everything about me. And on your page, it'll be everything about you. So this is live grabbing where I am in the world, what's my IP address, and here is all of that information about me as the logged in visitor, right? And if we look over here in our documentation, dotCMS.com, and we look at personalization and visitors, there we go. Here is the code for the visitor object. There you go, just sent that out. And so you can get the IP address, selected language, visitor.locale, persona. And so I'm going to find my visitor.locale. Is it really finding me? So that we don't see this big blob here, right? Let me see if I can zoom out so I can edit my widget. And I'm going to just do visitor.locale. I don't remember Chrome asking me. Save and publish for my locale. So I'm wondering if it's going to actually find me. Okay, it finds me as ENUS here. That's like my language. Visitor dot. Okay. Maybe it's because I'm logged in the backend server. The server's in the US. So we get visitor.device. So you can play around with getting what you want from the visitor object there. And it's showing me computer. So if I was on a different type of device, it'd show me that I was. So you can then play around with this visitor object. And if they are on a mobile device, now I'm not on mobile, but you could play around with this page and try to hit it from your mobile device, see what it returns in the visitor object. And then if it's mobile, then that's the container code that you could put to do exactly what you wanted to do there for tables, right? That's it right there. Now, in addition to being able to know everything about the visitor, and we already have that on our homepage, right? And that's all we're doing is the visitor object. Now, maybe I want to not lock it for editing. Guess the flyout's not working here on the back end. Okay, so here's our flyout, and that's getting it about me, my selected language, whether I'm a new visitor, the device type, the user agent. My location doesn't seem to be working here in Chrome anyway. I don't know why it's not, saying, would you like this, this site to be able to access your regional information. That may be an issue with it in Chrome. But this is where we're getting the information about us. And then if we clicked on some content, I'm going to click on global investing. And then it's adding that to my visitor object, the tags here. So it's just appending them to the visitor object and showing what things I've clicked on and what's interesting to me. So if you want to see how to pull personalized, we've already taken a look at this in the Content Architect, but it is under News and Events and News. We have it here on our index listing, and this is where we're pulling, and that's how I was able to actually pull personalized here by clicking on this little Manchester guy over here. But if I click on somebody else, wealthy prospect, we already saw that totally reorders that. And that's just, once again, with the dotCMS, the pull personalized, which that is also in our personalization information. Personalization documentation. And pull personalized. With that method. .content.pull personalized. Right. They're doing it manually down at the bottom, but why would you do it manually? And here's what you can feed it, the query and the limit, query limit and secondary sort, query limit offset and secondary sort. And I think we kind of dove down, since we were doing some programming a little bit in the Content Architect. We went ahead and dove down into this already, and that's why we have that Manchester persona there. And we already covered the rules engine, how to install a new rule, and putting the new persona in as persona content. That gets picked up by the rules engine. We did it, here. So I think we already went into this as much as we needed to. I went overboard a little bit in the Content Architect course. So where's my rules engine? Rules under marketing. And here's our Manchester visitor, remember? So we already established this and went over that, and that's why it's still active on the site. I could deactivate it just by clicking that button, and you guys said it was pulling, your content by default. because of where you were.